With the nuptials of the century quickly approaching, it's time for a boys' night out. That's right, we're taking a closer look at Batman Prelude to the Wedding, Nightwing Vs Hush, issue number 1. Alright then everybody, so as we join the comic, it's bachelor party time in Gotham City. Bruce's two closest friends, Superman and Nightwing, are the master of ceremonies. Lois Lane, for the record, just wanted them to get dancers like, normal people, but oh no, Superman and Dick have totally other plans. For starters, the night starts off with a VIP trip to Batburger, that chain restaurant that Tom King created in his series and seems to absolutely be in love with. The big upside of having a private party at a superhero-themed restaurant means that all the guys can keep their costumes on, which is certainly nice. This also means regular people, and by extension the reader, aren't going to be asking any questions like, hey, how do Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne know each other? Oh, you're having a bachelor party, huh? Who's Bruce marrying? What? A criminal, you don't say. The restaurant stuff is just pre-game. Clark has gone out of his way to open up a lightning portal to an alternate dimension where the three can just hang out and fish completely unbothered. Wow, Superman, what a nice use of your super advanced technology to help out a friend on his special day. Maybe give Booster Gold a talking to next time, will you, before he tries to do something similar and cocks it up for everyone? Superman ends up getting called away, though, by a crisis happening across town. This, as we discover, was actually masterminded by Tommy Elliot, aka the supervillain Hush. Elliot, you'll recall, was actually Bruce Wayne's best friend growing up, and he's a little hurt and disturbed that he was not invited to the wedding. After all, as Bruce's oldest friend, he should surely be the best man, no? This leads to a massive brawl wherein Nightwing, good surrogate son that he is, ends up getting in between Batman and Hush. The two take a massive tumble through the lightning portal and end up in a completely different dimension. A place whose origin is regaled to us by a faceless hippie-looking dude. Apparently this dimension is called the Betwixt. Basically, it's a dimension between dimensions where everything is just kind of off. Think the Twilight Zone. Any Twilight Zone, really. It's in the Betwixt, though, Dick Grayson soon discovers that Hush isn't his only problem, as people who have been trapped here in the Betwixt for too long become horrible pale-faced zombies looking to take someone else's identity for themselves. Our hero and villain are forced to put their differences aside long enough to form a makeshift alliance. Granted, Hush proves to be the dumbest super intelligent surgeon out there because he gets knocked out after shooting a gas can. Now, the hippie guy also told Dick that the best way to hold on to one's personality in this universe is to go to some place where your identity is the strongest, and for Tommy and for Dick, that would be Wayne Manor. Returning to this place from his childhood causes Hush's psychosis to trigger once again. He goes on another rant about how Bruce is trying so hard to write him out of history, to pretend like he doesn't exist. He also drops the very important tidbit of information that it was the Joker that told him about the wedding in the first place. He further says that after giving it much thought, Hush doesn't want to be Bruce Wayne anymore. No, he wants to go back to a simpler time in his life when it was just him and Bruce, when they were each other's worlds. When he had a true friend, a true confidant. Ultimately, Hush doesn't want to be Bruce anymore. What he really wants to be is, well, Dick Grayson, his son, his sidekick, his partner. It's at that point the blank-faced zombies end up rushing the house. Nightwing does everything in his power to save Tommy Elliot, but he ends up getting stuck behind as he himself gets pulled through the portal. Needless to say, going through all this alternate dimension craziness has left its impact on Dick. He also has to wonder and has to ask Bruce, who is going to be your best man for the wedding? Nightwing says he wouldn't mind if Batman chose Superman. After all, he's Superman. He's basically a living golden god, but he would be more than willing to do it should the need arise. Batman also swears that when it becomes time for Dick to get married, they'll just get some dancers and keep things nice and easy. No alternate dimensions. So that was Nightwing vs. Hush, everybody, and once again I have to take my hat off to Tim Seeley. I think it would have been really easy for any other writer to rest on their laurels when doing the Batman Bachelor Party issue. But leave it to Seeley to think completely outside the box and tell a story I don't think anyone was expecting. It's nice to see a Batman that's kind of happy, and no surprise, Tim Seeley, after writing Dick Grayson for so many years, really nails the character, and it's cool to see the father-son relationship these two have take center stage. There's also a much bigger and underlying story starting to form in these wedding tie-ins. The Joker somehow, someway knows that Batman is getting married and is actually, going out of his way to rile up other villains. Overall, I left this one feeling very positive. I would give this one an 8 out of 10.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, and because you did, why not check out some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel so you always know what I got coming out next. And hey, if you're in the market for some comic books of your very own, might I recommend using my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you get an amazing deal and not have to pay a cent for shipping, but everything you buy via my link goes to support me in the channel, which is always really nice. And with that everyone, I will see you again next time with more great comic content that totally smacks. Bye-bye, everyone.